how you're promoting. I'm doing a 5-day challenge right now. Super great way to make yourself accountable to your process because you have to show up for 5 days. I actually did start on Monday. I did day 1, 2, and 3. Thursday, Friday, took I got too busy and I posted my day 4 today, and my day 4 is going to be on tomorrow. But guys, not only does a 5-day challenge give you uh, content that you can post, because guess what I did? I created a post every day linking it back to the challenge. So the challenge is on Facebook, and then I went on Instagram and I said, here's the link to day 1, here's the link to day 2, promoting the challenge and giving them the link. That's all I did. So all week long, my primary posting for the week was the challenge and the recording. Okay? So it's literally that simple. And what I want you to come on stage and talk here. Actually, hello, how are you?
Oh, hi. Happy Saturday. I am new to the group, so I wanted to come in and just see what you guys have going on. I'll definitely be following you and everyone else that's in the group, so thank you.
Okay, great. Give us a little information, Tamika. Nice to meet you.
Okay, sure. So my name is Tamika Chambliss. I am in a little small town right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Course is called the iStage Writing Formula Masterclass. I am an international award-winning filmmaker, director, and playwright. And so from that, I decided I got a lot of people to reach out like, hey, how can I write this? I have an idea for a script. I have an idea for a book, play, all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just create a live virtual course for people to learn more about the fundamentals, the tools, the elements, the components, all of those wonderful things that are needed to be able to produce high quality pitch worthy projects. And so I developed the class. I think I've been doing this roughly right over a year now. And like I said, it's called the iStage Writing Formula Masterclass. And I literally take people from inception to production. I have a 12-week writing masterclass while I take them through the elements of writing. And then phase 2 of it is I take them into the production development portion of it, and that's what we talk about, like actually building out the film itself, pre-production, production, post-production. So I teach them about budgets, how to find investors, how to find sponsors, raising money for the projects, all of those things. And then we actually phase 3 of it is we go into the actual production of the film, and I teach them how to the strategies behind finding the right film festivals so that they can have the best benefit of it. And we have the full movie premiere, casting. I mean, it's a full it's the whole class is a 12-month process where I literally take them from the inception to actually producing it and beyond. And so that's what I do. I love what I do. And if anyone has any questions, you can back channel me.
Yes, I would love to hear how you went from no course to creating one. So, what was it about creating a course that let you go ahead and make one or motivated you to make one?
Um, okay, honestly, I think the biggest thing was I got tired of people calling me. Calling, hey, I got a question. Hey, I have an idea. Hey, can I bounce, ideas off of you? And I'm like, I don't really have the time. I have 3 kids. I'm a mom. I have 2 businesses that I'm running full time. And I was like, I just really didn't have time for the small talk, but I wanted to. I was pregnant with my daughter. This is about 12 years ago. And I was in a really bad place, didn't have money, broke as a joke. And a lady that I worked with, she literally took me under her wings and was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure you got food, you got everything you need. And from that point, I promised God that if I ever got in a position to share information with people, I would do it. that I'm in that position to help people, that was the thing that kind of pushed me to really develop in this course, and it took me right at about 3 months to really kind of fine tune it. And I just took all the information that I've learned. I was in theater. I did community theater for 10 years. I I paid a mentor $7,000 to coach me, to really show me, how to develop what it is that I'm doing now. And I put the work into it, I put the money into it, and from there I was able to really develop a solid, um very beneficial project. And right now I just started my most recent class. We started last week, and right now I have roughly right at about 12 people, that are interested and have signed up. And the class is not, I'm saying, it's not something where it's like $200. No, the classes are $1,200 to $3,200, and people are actually coming in wanting to be a part of the class. And what I've learned is that the best way to be able to capitalize on your classes or your courses is to really provide people with things. I think Miles Monroe said it best: you provide people with the answers to their questions. And so that's how I've been able to do it.
Yes, I love that, Tamika. And so, how do you use social media for that, or is it organic?
A little bit of both. I definitely use social media. I've had quite a few people to reach out to me. One of my students is actually out of New York. I have another student. I want to say he's in Ohio. I'm really not even sure where he's from. I have people that are within the city, within Memphis, Tennessee, but social media, word of mouth, has definitely helped the most. I try to, post writing tips like on my TikTok page, my Facebook, Instagram pages, stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I am not the best when it comes down to social media, because the way my schedule is set up, I don't really have the time for it, but I try my best to make time for it.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
working on getting better with it, but definitely social media and word of mouth.
So the 12 people you have, was that mostly word of mouth?
I would say half and half. My last class that they came in March of this year, and they had a slew of people that they brought in, and it was like, y'all got to meet Tamika, what I'm saying, reach out to her, stuff like that. So they were very, very helpful as far as reaching people that they knew. And the rest of it was definitely social media, Instagram, Facebook. I don't think I've gotten any responses on Clubhouse, but I'm not really on Clubhouse much. But definitely Facebook and Instagram.
That's wonderful. A great story. And I know we have Ralph. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, how you doing? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
welcome. How's it going?
Thank you. Oh, it's going good. Just, working on my book. Almost finished and getting it published soon. That's about it. How you been?
Good, good. You want to update us about it? Or
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm writing this book called 10 Days, and it's going to show parents who do not, whatever. Anyway, it's going to show parents how to teach children from 3 years old to go from multiplication to trigonometry, including sine, cosine, and tangent. It's really light and stuff, and it's going to cover multiplication and division. Of course, work with decimals. I forgot the percentages. But anyway, decimals, approximates, algebra, and trigonometry. So, but I'm really close to being finished. So that's it. And it doesn't matter whether or not the parents understand math the way it's written. It's going to be very easy for them to comprehend, and very easy to show their children what to do. And that's about it.
love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what we definitely want to talk about is using social media enough. because obviously we're on social media anyway, no matter what platform you're on. And so we want to challenge each other to make sure that you're showing up, uh, starting with a profile, and make sure it's your favorite platforms, of course. I'm not on every single one that's out there, but I'm on, I believe, like key ones that I feel are key. But that's subjective. But for example, on Clubhouse, make sure you got your bio set up here. This is a great learning ground and speaking ground to hone in your ability to speak and to show value around what it is that you do. So make sure you're here. Then attached to Clubhouse is Instagram. Make sure you're able to highlight on Instagram what it is that you do over there. So, for example, on Instagram, like Ralph, you said you have 3 different math areas that you promote. So, under your profile on Instagram, you could highlight one of those. It's called highlights. I don't know if you've seen that on your profile on Instagram, but on mine, I have actually, I need to update mine because I have like my kids, I have writing, I have, but I definitely, you definitely need to. So whenever they go to your Instagram from Clubhouse, they can see examples of your 3 main areas that, or more, but 3 for sure, of what you do. So does that make sense, Ralph?
Yes, it does. It really does. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that it makes sense. And so what's on your Instagram right now if we went over there? What would we see?
On that one, maybe just the how do you say that, the banners when you start the when you, let's see, what's that thing called? When you open up a group, and let's say like if you put it on Facebook, that banner that they have, whatever the banner is, that's the only thing that's on there. So in other words, it's a link to go to the class that I start. That's what they'll see,
Hmm.
that banner.
Hmm.
That's all. But I don't have anything else on there.
Yeah, so
Just
the reason why we're here today is because content is king, promotion is queen, right? You got to have content. What are you talking about? But you also got to have marketing. You got to have promotion, getting in front of people. That is the main job. That's the thrust that heats up any type of promotion. If you're not out there promoting, then you're going to, of course, all businesses go through peaks and valleys. You're going to, ups and downs, right? Because marketing changes all the time. If you're lucky, you've got 3 good months of solid marketing strategy. And then all of a sudden, the same thing that was working 3 months ago is not working again. So you gotta switch it up. So that's why we're here, because it seems like people are getting on with creating courses. That's fantastic. However, are you showing up enough to turn those inquiries into customers? All right. That's why we're here today. We're talking about course creators. Are you promoting enough on social media so that, hey, there really isn't that much of a trough or downtrend in your marketing, because you're showing up in enough spaces. So we're going to open up the stage today and talk about where you're showing up, how much you're showing up, and what you think is really, really important. So Ralph, I know in your club you've gained a lot more followers, and also you keep the conversation going. What do you think has helped you to do that?
oh, well, number one, someone actually did ask me why did I make this book. They thought it was for the kids. I just told them it was just in my head, and so much that I had to write the book to get it out. But wait, hold on. But math to me is just really interesting to talk about. I do understand that a lot of parents need it for their kids, some of them for themselves too. Um, I just love math. I don't know why. I mean, no, I do know why, because I know what math is. And so when I go into the rooms and just, you know, talk about it, it's just really enlightening. And then also because in my school I teach English, which I got a just this powerful English program too. Um, during the last 5-10 minutes of class, I'll teach advanced math to my students, and just seeing how, the second grader, when I taught them how to plot coordinates, like, the XY coordinate 0, 0, and then y equals to x, y equals to x squared, y equals to x squared plus 3, and just, like just no more than 10 minutes, just went through all of that, where he was able to actually write it out. I mean, do the graphing, and of course I had to teach him how to do square numbers and stuff, which is really easy. And just seeing that, and so one day I was like, well, God, I guess, whatever, said, hey, you got to write this out. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So I'm just doing this for no pleasure of mine other than just to see these kids do well and just see the happiness and the joy of parents, just being happy. Some even come to tears because their kids are like just doing it so easy. And, later on, they always say how they have had problems with this. So it's just pretty much, I mean, there's, of course, the final goal is for them to all start maybe calculus or physics and stuff and get into sciences before they finish elementary school with the skills that I'm teaching about math. Then once they learn algebra, they're able to go into physics, calculus, and things like that. So yeah, so that's my goal. But I'm
Woo!
done.
Love that. Love that. Love that. So, guys, today it's going to be all around making a short list on what is helping you close those clients that you so want in your business using social media. And that could be showing up, that could mean your page, your profile, and also if you have ads running, that can also mean ads. So all of the above are ways for you to get your name out there, get your stuff out there that you do, and increase the sales that keeps your business going and thriving. So this week I know that in the workplace people have gotten some shocking news. It happens every day. If you have not been given shocking news in the workplace, it's just not your time. It's not your day. But it happens every single day. I'm used to it. I'm a classroom teacher. I've seen, you know, teach careers. I've seen, I mean, it could be, you think you could work the rest of the year while you're pregnant and you can't. Guys, this is why building an online business is so important. You can't build it when you need it. You have to build it before. And so today, the question is all around how are you promoting enough on social media to keep that fire engine going, to keep your clients coming through in your business. All right. So if you can make a short list of what is helping you show up in your um, on your profile on social media, start to do that right now. What do you think is helping you? All right, we talked about visibility, we talked about authenticity. Those are two categories, but within those, how visible are you and how authentic are you? So when you look at visibility, it's showing up. And when you look at authenticity, that I think of it as relating. Okay, relatability. So let's break apart each one. So Ralph, are you there? How are you using visibility? Is it daily, weekly? What's making the difference for you?
Oh, well, on my social medias other than here, I just post. I get a lot of likes, and that's it. I can't really sell anything now until the book is done, and I'm making connections with different people. So when it's done, I'm able to, and then I got to make contracts and stuff, and then I already got it set where it's already set where once the book is done, then get it out to these people, and it's going to just spread around the world. People, Europe, Africa, here, and I mean, maybe Japan too, but definitely in the States. So, but what makes that happen is because I go on Clubhouse here and just talk about what I do, and pretty much that's it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so that's visibility on your end. For me, I show up as often as possible. I'm hitting the start video button as often as possible. I may not be on one platform exclusively, depending on what's going on. Like this week, I was exclusively on Facebook. I was absolutely showing up and delivering the content for the 5 day challenge that we have in my Facebook group. And you can join that group, tap on the digital card at the top. You can find my Facebook group link at the bottom of my card. So just tap on this digital card, find the Facebook group at the bottom, and then join that way. Also, my YouTube channel is there. You can check out my 25-minute training on how I work with my clients right there on YouTube. So that is very, very important. Now, we talked about peaks and valleys and the cycle of marketing. You gotta be out there omnipresent in multiple on multiple channels because things happen. We don't control, psychology and people. It's dynamic, right? So that's why you have to be on multiple channels, multiple platforms, and your favorite ones, of course. Not everything that's under the sun, but pick the ones that resonate with you, and then from there, um, use your strategy. Okay, use your strategy, whatever that is. If it's a challenge, if it's um, a posting schedule, etc. Okay, all of that really, really works. So let me invite Amna. I'm not sure. Maybe she's available. Yes. Okay. Good. Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. Can you give us a little information about you?
My name is Umna. I'm a French teacher. I'm currently giving classes online, one-to-one private sessions, and I wish to create an online course since it's just very time consuming like that, and I don't get enough time for myself, to work upon even myself or to upscale and things like that. So yes, I am looking forward, and I'm in the process of writing it. I'm still a little confused about the topics. There are a lot of things in my head which I want to do. From where to start? Should I start with something very basic or something very unique, or should I go by levels and grades? So a lot of things in my head, and I'm not really sure. But um, I'm just making like a rough draft and just seeing what goes. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm a teacher also. I would definitely recommend picking either a level such as beginner or a grade. But when it comes to languages, you levels probably work better because you can have a 6-year-old and a 60-year-old at the beginner level. So it just depends. If you want to work with adults, that's one thing. If you want to work with children, so either way, especially because you're teaching French, um, levels works because if you're teaching French, that means they already have a primary language. If they have a primary language, they're transferring what they know into French. So you can already go ahead and start with your beginner course. I have been in a mastermind with teachers and tutors since last year, 2021, and language-based classes do very well with levels and for starters, okay, versus grades. Like I teach writing, but I still sort of I can campaign for like certain grades, but parents above and below that grade level will ask for services. And because I know the spectrum, I know what what their level of writing is. I can always, even if I say I only work with 10-year-olds, I know what I know how to help younger. I know how to help the older ones too. When it comes to a course, it's definitely a dynamic situation. So expect that you're going to be approached for a second offer or a different version, because they're going to say, well, do you have this or do you have that? So have you heard that before, Amna?
Yes, I mean, some people have asked me if I offer, a short, maybe a crash course, which is just, recorded, and because they don't have enough time. So I said, no, not yet, but then I've been thinking about it.
So you want to create a course because you want time for yourself, or I didn't hear what.
No, I really love this language. I've been studying it for 5 years. Have been getting teaching qualifications since past 1 year, and I'm still not like finished with it. I'm still in the process of formation, and yeah, I've been giving online classes since the pandemic. Before that, I was giving offline ones at my home, and then I shifted to online, and I like wish to pursue it full time. So no, I don't want to just replace the one-to-one ones, because I feel like a personal attention is equally beneficial for some students. So I think I might do both, or let's see if the course works, then who knows. So just
What do
looking
you
at the
think having a course
possibilities.
would do for you?
Sorry.
What would having a course do for you?
I think I have more time to work upon myself, because I think it's language, because when I teach I'm doing repetitive things, so I need to put myself onto that level as well. Moreover, I'll be more free to work on different courses, and to expand into diverse fields, and maybe school, or maybe people who are into businesses, etc. So I just want to diversify, and um, so yeah, that's all.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that sounds great. So definitely, Amna, I want you to tap the digital card and go to the bottom, find Facebook. Are you on Facebook, ma'am?
Yes, I am on Facebook.
Yeah, go ahead, and it's a course creator life and business coaching group, and we're in a 5-day training right now, which is Get More Clients Challenge, and you can check that out. Do you have a Facebook group for your French offer?
Yes, I do have.
Okay, how many uh, group members are in there?
I have basically just shifted it there from Instagram, because Instagram I felt like there are more people who just want to see it for fun, and not really engage, but just to have knowledge, and just save it basically. There were less reach, like there was less conversion, so I tried Facebook, and it's working. It's just I think I've not been much active, like not just been started on Facebook. So I would say 5 months, and I have like 60, 70 likes. So yeah,
Oh, you don't have a Facebook group. You have
I have a page. I don't have
a
that
page.
community. Yeah,
All right, you're gonna okay.
yeah.
Get yourself a group. So join that group, and you'll do it. The page will not help you with that. No,
All
you're gonna
right.
need that page will help you run ads. That's a business page. That's the page that you're gonna need to run
So you mean
ads.
to say where people communicate and share ideas with each other, etc.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can only do that in a Facebook group, not in a Facebook page. A Facebook page is for promotion.
Got it.
Okay. Yes. Okay, great. So, yeah, I hope I cleared that up for you.
Yes, it was pretty
Um,
helpful. Thank you.
oh, sure. Okay, well, tap on that, tap on the digital card, and there are items there. And I see Joan. Oh, Joan was in the audience. Okay, there are items there that could be helpful to you. And so, urgency is very important because right now, if you are monitoring, if you have goals between now and the end of the year, I know till Christmas, well, December 25th, there are less than 100 days, like 99 days. And if your goal is to find clients between now and the end of the year, you almost have like 3 months to do it. So to me, that is urgency because what tends to happen is at the end of the year, you're promoting to the beginning of the new year. So can you imagine if you get up to speed right now between uh, before December, you can have a bigger chance to build momentum going into the new year versus guess what happens in January, and I've been there. You have to wait for the entire Christmas season to be over with. You need to wait for everybody to settle down. All right. You're basically talking about the end of January, okay? Um, Going into February. So, no need for that. To me, this is the best time right now in this next almost 90 days to really push it. And when I say urgency, I mean urgency. Um, you should have results that are financial results, but before December. That means you've got people in your whatever group community, there are people who are signed up, people that you're working with, people that are going into the next new year with you. Okay. So if that's not happening, that's why we're here because the content, and I hear Amna, she said she's building her course, she's into it and all this, right? But it doesn't sell itself. It does not sell itself. There's no way that by magic you're going to fill your sessions because you created something. You have to promote it, and that's why we're here. Because to me, promoting is fun. You know, promoting is fun, and mainly it's effort based and it's not giving up. That's it. Effort and not giving up, right? So what are you doing with that? Now, I find the best way for me to promote is to stay not only active, but also network. That's why Clubhouse is a gem because as soon as you get on Clubhouse, there are people promoting, there are people who are active, and that just gives you all kinds of fuel so that you can go out and do the same thing. But what steps are you taking? Okay. You need to know for my content area, what am I doing? Where am I supposed to show up? And what am I supposed to say? That's it. Okay. That's how I help my clients. I'm a teacher, I'm a classroom teacher. I've been a classroom teacher for decades. And it's all about what am I teaching? What am I saying? What are they doing? That's it. So long as you are in that, frame of mind, you're going to know what to say, okay? And also, improving that, right? Teachers improve what they say, okay? You've got the information, the material, but how do you get it across? So that's how we work. So that's why we're having this conversation today. Super, super important. And did you know that you were going to stumble upon help today in this area? Go ahead, guys. The mic is open. Do you think conversation about this was going to help you?
Who, me or her?
Yeah, both of you.
Oh, yes, that's why I always come into your room, support and listen to what you have to say. Yes, always.
I have a little network issue. Yes, definitely. I mean, any piece of advice is, or any idea or tips is definitely very helpful.
Yeah, did you find the link, Amna?
Yes, I did see the link.
All right, I will be sure to add you in there right away. There are teachers, course creators in there, absolutely crushing it. And that's what I want for you. I mean, obviously, you have a very important course that you're creating. And what would you say is your biggest hang up right now?
What you mean to say? What I'm facing trouble in?
Yeah.
Um, Actually, just maybe finishing it, or just getting started. To be honest, just to take out a lot of time for it, to write it down, because of classes I rarely get time, so I try to put in my weekends for working on it. So yeah, just time is just an issue right now, but I'm trying to squeeze out on the time on the weekends.
Okay, so
Also,
where are you promoting? I'm sorry.
yeah, also like what to add on it, basically videos, PDFs, worksheets. So I feel like creating it as well, which is also important, I think, for practice. I am promoting, I'm not yet big, but otherwise, I'm promoting my classes on Instagram as well as on Facebook. So, Facebook, I'm just adding videos, and that's working. With Instagram, I do have to, write on stories every time. So, yes, both, in fact, both places.
Okay, now on Clubhouse, in a lot of rooms, if you are looking for marketing messages, you'll hear that you need to, go to Instagram and find a French teacher, look at their information, and get inspired and create your own.
Yeah, I'm actually learning from a lot of French teachers here. So I do participate in the discussions and topics. But yes, not from that aspect which you're saying. But yes, I do get that.
Which is great. You have to network with your content area people. Okay, and find out what they're doing. Some basic things that everybody needs to have are number one, digital products. So when it comes to your content area, if someone is interested in your content area, what do you provide for them to learn about your class or your school? Anything?
Like a digital product, or I don't know, are you saying the classes, services I
Okay,
provide?
so you provide classes and services.
Yes.
Somebody who doesn't know you, how do they get information so they can decide to purchase?
Um, Actually, right now, a lot of have just come from word of mouth. So basically, all of them have come from word of mouth. But the few who came from Instagram and Facebook, they found me through videos and LinkedIn as well. So that's how they've reached out to me. But to anyone who I've asked, I have said that they found me, through just in search or just in ads, but rarely in ads, mainly in searches and word of mouth, I would say.
And are you satisfied with your numbers?
With the number of children I have,
Number of clients and revenue so far?
wouldn't say revenue, but I'm like, oh, I do have students, and it's sometimes difficult to fit in, and like if I have a spare hour between maybe 1 to 2 and then 3 to 4, then and I have like coordinates classes in the morning and then evening. I like to have that spare time, but then if any child comes, then it's also gone. So basically, I don't get spare time, which is the main issue, and which is why it's a lot of tiredness to the eyes as well, because I have to be on screen all the time. So, and I'm actually doing all the things on by myself, and I might wish to have someone take over at least the maybe posting and things like that. For that also the person has to know a little French, so that is also a matter. So yeah, I mean, just to have some time to take out some time for myself and basically give some, because my eyes are really getting tired, to be honest. So yeah, it's one big issue, and otherwise it's not a problem. It's just there's less of my own time, which maybe I could if I could put all of these things and my time into a course, it would be a better idea.
All right, so very common, very common. You are in, we call it Zoom jail. It's a job. You're on screen 8+ hours a day. And so you don't have group classes.
I do have one group class, that's all.
Right. So you see, yeah. Um, all right. Well, I'm glad that you clicked on the Facebook group, and so so you said one of your goals would be to have more time for yourself, which is absolutely where all teachers love to be, because we know our student load is consuming, you know, it's it consumes all of our time. So I totally get that. And you said the revenue was good, so you don't need any more revenue.
No, I did not say that. I said the number of students are actually a lot, not the
Yeah,
revenue.
exactly. So that's where, and you said you have one group class, so um, that's where in the mastermind that I'm in, we went from as much as possible making groups, because by the time you're done with the one-on-ones, it's there's not much time for anything else.
Yes, that's true.
Yep. All right. So far, guys, we're having a great conversation all about um, why promoting enough is definitely a problem, because you don't want to just rely on word of mouth, because there is that up and down cycle of marketing that is everybody's albatross. It happens to everybody. You can't predict when one type of marketing is going to stop working, and hopefully it doesn't, but realistically, If you get a certain amount of results with one type of marketing, imagine if you added or perfected a different, an additional type of marketing. So we're here to talk about all those and to see, how people are doing it, because it's a moving target. Marketing is a moving target, and that's why we talk about it, because if you don't market, then you don't, everything else does not happen. Okay. And so it is a challenge. And because this is a social media platform, what's working here similarly can work in other places. Having the conversations, being consistent, um, sharing your experience so people can connect with you. All those things are very, very important. Now, how do you do that with your own audience? Get them on some testimonials. Have you testimonials? Okay, let's see. Yep, that would be the next thing that I would ask. Have you asked for testimonials? Okay. And after testimonials, think about how it is that you are finding your leads. Okay. So you definitely want to have traffic drivers. Your traffic drivers are going to be the platforms that you're on, whether it's whatever platforms that you prefer. Okay. Then your lead generators are going to be the items that you provide, such as your lead magnets. Your income sources are going to come from the lead magnet that turns into the next offer that your potential buyers want, and your conversations. And then your sales generators are going to be your challenges, your webinars, okay, and your invitations for sales calls. So there you have it. All right. I hope that you got a lot out of this information that we shared today, and I'll see you in the next room.